This is season 2.
It's your boy E.T. Be phenomenal or be forgotten.
Take advice from the people that are getting the results.
I love it. I love it. It's go time. This is about to be explosive.
I can definitely say it was the best decision I've made.
Wow.
You know, enjoy the ride. It's definitely a fun ride.
YPR Radio.
What up? It's your boy E.T. and welcome to another edition of YPR Radio. Man, I'm sitting here with Nick all the way for you because this is Phoenix, but my next door neighbor from Detroit right here in Toronto, Canada. Nick, what's up, baby? What it do?
I'm good, man. And, you know, it's getting a little cold out here. I thought I was going to come to the desert, but I'm used to it. Used to it back in Toronto.
Yeah, absolutely. I see people walking around with snow boots and jackets on. I'm like, guys, there's no snow, but I guess they're not used to it.
They're not.
Talk to us, man. You know, I didn't even know, over in Canada that the movement had hit. Talk to us just about the movement, man, and hitting over there in Canada.
Yeah, basically about 15 months ago, I was introduced to this by, my buddy Chris Messenger, who's executive with the company. Shout out to Chris, who was introduced to Felipe. And at the time, there was nothing tangible in Toronto, no cars on the road, no one was making money. We kind of leveraged off, Brad's story, Alex's story here in Arizona and San Diego. So there were a lot of non-believers. We really had to keep that vision in our mind that, if other people did it, why couldn't we as well? So 15 months ago, I started, and 4 months into the business, I hit silver, which is only a couple $100 a month. And, by that time, most people in the business usually quit. And I walked into Vegas convention about 5 months into this. And I walked in as Diamond, and I walked out, and literally everything changed. My business, I completely changed. I mean, that environment that I put myself in, everything changed from there.
So you say the environment that you put yourself in. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about, because there's a lot of people, they're thinking, Vegas, convention. Like, I'm from Detroit or Cleveland or from Chicago. Like, that, I've never left home. I can't do that. How did you put yourself in that environment, and what was it about that environment that when you left, you went to an entirely different level?
I think the main thing is the way we think, the way I was thinking before this. I think the way we think dictates everything. And, our thoughts become our words become our actions become our habits become our attitude becomes our character, and our character will eventually, dictate our destiny. And for me, the way I was thinking, I was blaming other people and giving other people power, having excuses. You can either make excuses or make money, but you can't do both. And I think thoughts, are kind of in comparison with belief as well. And in order to change your belief, you obviously need to reevaluate your beliefs. And in order to reevaluate, you need to learn. You need to be knowledgeable. So you have to surround yourself in the environment with people who are knowledgeable and have what you want. And I think walking into Vegas, that was the first time I saw, a lot of people making a lot of money and substantial amounts of money and really successful with this. And that's when my belief changed. And from there, I started speaking with more conviction and confidence. And I then, in return, believed in myself. So it completely changed the game for me.
Yeah, I think that's deep, like you said. How many of us ever really question our beliefs? It's like our beliefs.
It's true.
They must be true.
Yep.
They're our beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, when you start looking at what are the results, like tangibly, like what are you gaining from the way you're thinking? So I just want to say to people as we're getting into this show, if you don't like where you are, Nick said it, you might want to challenge your belief system.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be okay if you challenge it.
Absolutely.
I don't think you'll die.
It's true.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
And you'll find that if you make just a couple different adjustments, like you said, I was at the same convention,
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't come as a presenter. Mm-hmm. Although that was a part of my responsibility, I too evaluated how many young people were there and what they were accomplishing. I too had an opportunity to do breakfast with Bob Proctor. I too asked, like, this is what I'm doing, but is there anything that you think I could do better? And so I too was a part of that environment. Mm-hmm. So I want the people that are listening, I think, well, Nick went to some isolated, convention where he was changed, but that's just for him, it's not for anybody else. Mm-hmm. And I too was at that same convention, and when I left, my life changed.
Absolutely.
And things went to the next level. So what would you say to someone, who is kind of still like, I don't know, that just seems like a scam, it just doesn't seem like it's real, or maybe only a couple people can be successful?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different types of success now with FEMA, where we are right now. There is someone out there, who can resonate with you, who can relate to you. There's someone out there. We all have a common goal. I mean, we all want the time freedom. We all want the financial freedom. But there are people out there that you have something in common to. So my advice to you is get out there. Watch more videos. Plug yourself into the events. Come to these big conventions, because I guarantee you there's someone out there that's going to resonate with you that maybe someone else didn't. And that's what usually happens. I mean, some people see it for the first time and they just quit there. I mean, in order to obviously change the way we think and change our belief, you need to see. I mean, before you get across the street, what do you need to see? You need to see. So if you want to get on that stage, I mean, you need to see the people on that stage. You need to see success over and over and over again until it completely changes your paradigm and changes the way you think. And then everything else, is going to come from there.
Good. So I'm sure for you, you've experienced success, and there's somebody who's probably thinking, like, Nick has always, been this cool, the diamond earrings, the jacket, he's suave. Like, he just came out like that. So that's why he's so successful. Has there ever been a time for you where you didn't experience the type of success you're experiencing now, and you might have questioned, should I keep doing this? Shouldn't I? And what was that feeling like, and what did you do to get past that?
100%. I actually hit, complete rock bottom 4 months into this. Unlike a lot of people, college, university, I was working full time. I actually quit my full time job like a month into this as a member, and gave away my full income. And I was literally driving around my car, having a hard time filling my gas tank. And for me, I hit rock bottom. I put myself in a position where I had no other option but to make this thing happen.
I love it.
And I think, like you always say, I hit rock bottom, but I let my vision pull me. And I focused on the end result. And that end result, if you're listening in right now, it's not the money. The money is just a piece of paper. That money just controls and dictates everything we do in our life, whether the shoes we wear, the places we go, the people we hang out with. You have to focus on what that paper can do for you, what that result can do for you. And I think that's what happened with me. And I actually made a bold decision to call a friend that I haven't talked to in a few years who lived 5 hours from me. And he didn't want to hear the information for 3 months. I Skyped him. He said, "You're crazy. It's a scam. It's one of those things." I said, "All right." So I gave him a call and I said, "Hey, man, you have two options. You can either hear the information, okay, or I'm coming to your house and telling your roommates about the information." And he heard the information, hopped on board, and he introduced me to two guys that actually you're going to hear from today, who saw the vision with me, the first two people. So I owe it to them to have them on this call today. And one of them actually has your quote, "When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe on his arm." So it always reminds him of.
Wow! I have to come and sign it.
Yeah, he's excited.
Wow! So just before we go on with the callers, one of the things I like about VEMA and really this whole young people movement is, first of all, that it's a movement. I love the movement, but more importantly, it's just what seems to be like family. Yeah. There are people in San Diego who know people in Canada, who know people, in Michigan. It's like TK knows guys all over the world. It's like unbelievable that you guys are so connected. So outside of the business, let's talk about the relationships that you've gained since you've been a part of this company.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, these guys are literally my best friends now, and I met them through this. And I think the main thing is, having the same vision, the same common goal, where other people might not be right there, right that time. I believe that we all have that vision. I believe we all have it within us. But I believe introducing, people into this, that's when they start sharing the vision. And when you surround yourself with a bunch of people who are like-minded, success-driven, and have that burning desire for more, motivated, that becomes you, and your outside reality starts with your inside reality and then goes back to your outside and your surroundings. And I think the relationships are everything. You build $1 million relationship, you're going to build $1 million business.
Oh, absolutely. I love it. You build $1 million relationship, you're going to build $1 million business. All right, so let's get moving then. Let's go to some of those millionaires that you have $1 million relationship with. I think the first one, Chris from Montreal, he's platinum. Talk to us. Who's Chris?
Chris, man, I met this guy, like I said, vision. This guy's vision, is infectious. People around him literally see the vision, like him, and his work ethic. He's probably one of the hardest working people on my team right now.
Wow.
I actually
That's
met
big.
him in his fraternity house at his university. I slept on his couch for 2 nights when he didn't even know who I was,
Wow.
pitching the program. After 2 days of hearing the information over and over again, he finally made a decision to see it with me and run with it, and here we are.
Unbelievable. Chris, are you there?
ET, how you doing, my man?
Oh, man, I'm blessed, man. Hey, it can't get any warmer. The sun is shining. I mean, we're out here having a great time, man. YPR Radio, we're not just talking about it. We're doing it. Season 2, episode 4. So, man, we're living it up, man. How you doing?
I'm doing incredible, man, honestly. I'm just with the team right now. I'd love to say that the weather is the same as where you guys are, but it's actually pretty cold up here in Canada. But, man, it's absolutely crazy. I've been waiting to, talk to you for a long time, man. You're a huge inspiration to me.
Thank you,
and
man.
obviously Nick as well, man. So I'm
That means
fired
a lot.
up. Yeah. So basically, it's absolutely crazy because Nick was just touching base about, how he really got introduced to me in my fraternity house. I was actually a full-time student at the University of Ottawa. I was studying political science, and I was in a fraternity, and I was actually living one of those, stereotypical fraternity lives. I was partying about 6 days a week, was kind of stuck in this university bubble where I wasn't really thinking about the future much. And when Nick was really in my house kind of presenting this information, on the hour, he did about 10 presentations a day, hoping that someone would see the vision. And I know myself and Andrew Nadani, one of the other guys that you're going to hear from today, it took us a day and a half to jump on board, but once we did, we went all in. It was absolutely crazy. And I know that a lot of people have seen a lot of differences in myself and Andrew because over the past 7 months, we've honestly just given up that entire lifestyle to really just focus on our business and focus on our success. And over the past 7 months, this empire has just grown to cities all across Canada now, and I couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity.
You used a term that I think, is groundbreaking, a term that will really help people to get from one point in their lives to another, because there's so many people who are frustrated because they have these big dreams and these big goals, but for whatever reason, they don't have the bridge that, to help them to get from where they are to where they want to be. And you use the word all in. You use the word all in. And I'd like for you just to, define that word in your own terms, really break that down so that the people who are listening, because that is a key to success, is going all in. What do you mean when you say that?
All in my perception, all in means you have no hesitations. You are 100% fully, mentally, physically committed to what you're trying to accomplish in life. And I know a lot of people do this business part-time, and that's perfectly okay. But if you're all in and you're doing this 100% like full throttle, it means that you have no other priorities that come even close to this business. It means that you don't even care what anybody else thinks about you. And we have this whole, saying on our team in particular up in Canada, lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. And that's exactly the kind of mindset that you need to have if you're about to go all in. All in means you have the world, and you know exactly where you're going to be, and you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. And I know the decision that I made a few months ago, I wasn't all in when I first started this. And to be honest, that story has something to do with you, ET. I mean, I saw that video where you told the story of the guru, and I remember I came back from the Vegas convention. I was 2 weeks into the business when I went to this Vegas convention with Nick, and I came back and my life literally changed. And it was that night that I came back from Vegas that I actually watched that video, and the next morning I decided to literally make this my top priority. I went over to that tattoo parlor, I got my tattoo, and I dropped absolutely everything and decided to go full-time. So for everyone out there listening, I mean, if you want something that you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before.
Absolutely.
You have to make this top priority in your life.
Absolutely. Chris, we could keep going forever. Man, I'm loving it. Actually, I hope when I'm in Toronto, I'm hoping that we'll have an opportunity to, catch up, man, and maybe hit some Tim Hortons, man. Anyway, man, hey, 2014, man, make it the best year of your life, man. I hope all your little dreams and goals are shattered, meaning that You go beyond everything you could possibly think of, man. And, I always say make the rest of your life the best of your life, and I hope to see you in a couple weeks, man.
100%. Nice talking to you guys.
Likewise. All right,
soon,
Nick.
buddy.
Andrew from Ottawa. Andrew Platinum. Talk to us about Andrew.
Oh, yeah, he just hit Star Platinum, actually. Andrew Nadani, this guy is the most positive guy I know. I know the products, itself has really excited him since day one. He used to be a personal trainer. And this guy's doing this business part-time. He has a full-time job and crushing it right now. So he's a perfect example for anyone out there right now working still. Maybe you're not at that point yet in your life where you can go full throttle with this. Nadani, Andrew is a perfect example of someone doing it part-time. Andrew, you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
How's it going,
Andrew.
man? Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, man?
It's your world, man. I'm just in it, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling excited, man. I'm really excited, especially after hearing Chris talk on the radio there, man. That guy's one of my best friends. He's been my partner since the beginning, since Nick introduced us to us, And that guy just impresses me every time, man. He went all in 100%, and I could never be prouder of what Chris has done with his business.
Good. Andrew, talk to us, man. Like, literally, how has your life changed? I mean, just like day to day, your mindset. How has your life changed since you've been a part of Vima, man?
Well, for me, I mean, the biggest thing is just the change in my mindset, that success mindset where, like you said, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. I watch your videos, I listen, and you're actually preaching just the success mindset, People wake up in the morning and they don't know why they're waking up and they're not motivated. And for me, ever since Vima and when Nick talked to me, 8 months ago in my frat house, he actually just blew my mind with, like, he was so convinced, he was so certain of where this thing was heading that I had no choice but to listen to him and get on board with this thing. And me, I was a bit skeptical at first. I had my hesitation. I took a day and I researched the business. I researched the products. And, Nick said I'm into fitness and health. And when I saw the health benefits behind this product and I saw the way young people are treating their bodies and what we put into our bodies every single day, I realized that this is my opportunity to not only share something that's healthier with my demographic of young people, but to help them gain control of their lives and build that successful mindset with this vehicle, which is Vima.
Yeah, as you're talking, I'm just thinking, not only the business model, the business frame, not only the values of the company, but you're talking about, like you said, health, and what you're capable of doing with the business. I mean, there's some businesses I'm sure you can make money, but wow, if you can make money and make a difference, if you can influence and impact, I mean, that's another phenomenon. So, look, we don't have a lot of time, Andrew, but somebody who's listening in, they're like a fly on the wall. They don't know if they want to do it or not. They're not really 100% sure, what direction they should take, if they should go all in. As a young person, what advice would you give them?
I would advise them that, you got to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you, If not now, then when? Yeah. If not you, then who? Yeah. And if not Vima, then what?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is an amazing opportunity. We got to take advantage of it in the lifetime of the opportunity.
Yeah, that sounds so familiar. I love it. Yeah, for real. I'm like, wow, for real, that's deep, man. Yeah. And I mean, for real, I think one of the things that we probably need to talk about one day, Andrew, I think there are a lot of people who don't know when an opportunity is presented, they don't know what it looks like. Yeah. They don't know that it's an opportunity. They don't know how to identify. That people have been so skeptical and have put us on guard so much that even when it's a good thing, we're still on guard. Even when it's something positive, we're still skeptical about it. And so I think that's a good point. You have to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in that lifetime of the opportunity. Great. Well, look, man, I hope to see you in a couple of weeks. Excited, man, always about crossing over. And so thank you so much for joining us, man. Continued success, and literally may 2014, be a mind-blowing year for you.
Thank you very much. I'll see you in Toronto, ET.
Good. Oh, definitely. All right, Nick, 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes. All right. I know you got about an hour worth of stuff, but 5 minutes left. Mm-hmm. Somebody's out there, man, on the river in the bank. Talk to them, man. They started off strong, not seeing success, ready to give up, ready to quit, or they haven't even started yet, and they need to learn to quit quitting. Yeah. What do you say to them?
I mean, for that newest person right now listening in, you're already a part of it. Build with a sense of urgency. And like Andrew said, if not now, then when? And understand that every decision you make today can impact so many people. 15 months ago when I made that decision, I had no idea I would end up where I am right now. I had no idea how many people I'd be able to inspire back in Canada at all. I just saw, a financial opportunity for myself. So understand that by you not making that decision today, you're not only impacting your own life, you're impacting, the future people you're going to run into, your team right now. And, anyone who hasn't started, has been in it for a little while, just remember why you started in the first place. Remember why you started, and don't look at how far you have to go. Remember how far you've come. Think of, what you've accomplished, whether it's financially with, hitting a rank, or whether, helping at least one person get started in this, and one person change their mindset. I mean, you did something that not many people get the opportunity to do, and that's what we have with Vima. We get that opportunity to impact other people through our decisions. So make a decision today. Don't wait.
Absolutely. So look, guys, what I don't want for you is those individuals who didn't make it happen in their 20s, and now they're going to do it in their 30s, and they don't do it in their 40s and their 50s.
Yeah.
Like, this is an opportunity of a lifetime, and so this isn't something that, you just let slip away. So again, get off the fence. Every week you hear me say, get off the fence, get off the fence.
Yeah.
There's no productivity, no results on the fence. Like, I would like for you to stay on the fence if you could get some results on the fence, but there are no results on the fence. Get off the fence, make a decision. And you're saying, E.T., I'm not really sure if this is for me. If you're not making your dreams and your goals become a reality, if what you're doing is not working, abandon ship, quit, jump off, right? And get on something that's working, man. So once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another edition of YPR Radio, man. And I'll see you when I see you.